Hey guys, Andrew Nordbye coming at you here from Baitworks. We are in the shop today giving you your March pro picks. Let's go pick them out. First up, all over the country, a jerkbait. You got cold water no matter what part of the country you're in, what region. I'm on Lake Guntersville in the south. The jerkbait is still working. They're pre-spawn. Up north, around here where Baitworks headquarters is at, you have Ozarks, Table Rock, so many lakes. A suspending jerkbait is key. I throw this little Strike King one. To get down to the deeper fish, I'd throw this 300, and if you're going shallower, I would throw the 100 size. Next up, we have the Redeye Shad. So on Guntersville, especially in March, they're in the grass, and I'm ripping the trap out of the grass constantly. And I'm using something like this Rayburn red color. It's so good. The fish key in on red in that shallow water in the wintertime. And then in your lakes up here, they might be keying on shad a little more, out a little deeper. You can use something that's a natural shad color. Usually I use the 2-tap, a little bit deeper thud, and catches them. All right, next pick. This is the third pick, but these first three are equal in my opinion, depending on what type of lake and cover you're fishing, is the A-rig. This right here is the Strike King Titanium umbrella rig. Awesome bait. It's got black wires with silver swivels that kind of separates it. The fish can't see it as good, and it pulses really nice. Throw some swim baits on there, reel it deep, shallow, however you want to fish it. Just fish it around cover, grass, rocks, brush, stumps. Let's go pick out the swim baits and jig heads. Okay, coming over here to the swim baits. I typically throw shad colors, and in the cold wintertime, spring transition, I use a smaller bait. I like the 3.25 inch, and this one right here is the Ghost Shad. I really like the Ghost Shad in clear water, and then usually on my middle bait, I'll switch it up, do Sexy Shad or do a white one, and I'll dip the tail in chartreuse, but the 3.25 size is my favorite, or the 3.75. All right, and then as far as jig heads, I throw 1/8 ounce jig heads on my A-rig. If I have to use 3 hooks, I'll put dummies on the top for tournaments, and I'll throw a 1/4 ounce in the middle and 1/8 ounces on the sides. And I use these Strike King jig heads. And a little secret, if you're fishing around brush or trees, throw ones with the weed guards, and you can bump it through the limbs and it doesn't get caught up, and you'll be amazed at the bass that shoot out of that brush to smash this thing. Pick number 4 would be a jig, just all over the country, dragging it super slow. Cold time bass, fishing docks, fishing brush, fishing rocks. Just drag that jig and try to feel every little bump. I like using these little Strike King Bitsy bugs, a little smaller jig, smaller profile, and it's more of a finesse style jig, and pair it with a little crawl and go to town on them. But go slow, go slow. You want a slow fall and a slow drag. I don't catch them hopping it till later in the year. Okay, last up for my pro picks in March is a big bladed spinnerbait. I like a gold and a silver blade, and I like a 1/2 ounce or larger, something with big blades, and just slow roll that thing along the bottom, bump it off a cover, and throw you either a swim bait trailer or a grub trailer on it, and it catches fish in March. Pre-spawn, they love it. All right, those are our March pro picks here for all over the country, wherever you're at. The link below is where you can find these baits. Go check them out, and Baitworks is an awesome company. Highly recommend shopping with them.